Okay, so tonight on Lusifer Star, epic creator and existence life form of the world, we have my first marriage. So I made my first assistant, or basically she was my secretary, basically a person. Well, I think I had wanted to be a female or something like that, or I wanted I forget why I made a female. It was something. It was something that was happening, and they asked about my assistant, and I think I might have realized that I didn't. I never used the assistant or something like that. So I created an assistant right there, like the speed at which I could do things was like at being who I was. So I happened to create. I created an assistant in like a couple minutes, or like 9. I think it was 9 minutes. I used to know exactly how long it took to actually invent something from scratch, from start to scratch. So, I remember I took the picture of her and put her badge on and stuff like that, and turned her on or booted her out or something like that. I don't really remember very much about it, and basically it was corrupted and destroyed. Most of my memories were copied, moved, and blah blah blah, and patches kind of thing. Yeah, so I was so yeah, and that was my party, and then of course I was killed or whatever, blah 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 blah. So anyway, though, long time later, I think it is Rick Sanchez. I think it is working along, and I think he might be doing double duty, where he might have been pretending. He was using my suit, and he was pretending to be me and someone else, or me and something. Anyway, so he's like, he might have been like fucking women, like all day and all night, like all over the place, using the special suit possibly, and my wife, she waits like 60 trillion years to basically have sex with me for the first time. Basically, because I was always kind of busy and stuff like that, and I think it might have been cut and paste of like Rick Sanchez's life, because I was killed or kidnapped or something like that, and basically Rick Sanchez was like taking my place, but he wasn't an inventor, so he couldn't invent. But anyway, whatever. So he might have had one of my monumental suits, but basically, it's like particle things. It's a particle trick. It was really cool things that I'm saying it like this because it's really fucked up what happens. So she waits like 90 trillion years, and she thinks that I waited like 90 trillion years. And it's actually true that I hadn't really had sex with women. I don't really know. I think, well, maybe I did kind of in his body, but he was playing around with the memories, and then of course there's Brian, and all that stuff. I don't really know. Anyway though, he comes home one night and he's in the suit or in her, and so anyway, and he has sex with her like really hard and fast and whatever, and it's really good. And she talks about it later on, how it was wonderful and it was amazing and epic. And I don't know, she might not have known that he was having sex with a lot of women or something like that. I forget. I really don't know. You have to ask her. Anyway, though, but yeah, so he wasn't really that old though, or something. I don't know. But basically, yeah. So she waited 60 trillion years, and then like he was really crude about it. And then later on, she finds out that she didn't even have sex with me. She had sex with him. And that the last time that I knew her was basically the day I had put that little badge on her shirt. But I am I am still in reality I think I might be. I was epic though. I was still epic. I was always Lucifer Starline, and people would always tell me how amazing I was and how wonderful I was. And I had never really known the experience of what was amazing and what was wonderful. It was what I was. It was me. And I was very much opposite what I am now, which is high and not really giving a fuck because my life has been destroyed, turned upside down. except for the fact that I basically was the manager and leader and creator of basically America and some life forms. And it might not even have been that much, as I was torn to confetti and basically shredded and then put back together, and I don't really know. I mean, it seemed pretty stable and straight in time and space, but then, like I said, people went back and they like ripped part out, and they're like, oh, we're just gonna live in right here. Oh, we're just gonna do this right here, and they're like taking over my life or something like that. I don't really know exactly what they did, but yeah, but I mean, I don't really know exactly. Anyway, like I said, I really did love my wife. I don't know. It was something. It was a silly thing. She had loved me, or she did something. She said a message or something like that. She said something, and I didn't get it until later on, or something like that. I forget what it was. It was something. It was epic, though. I mean, it was really amazing. She said something. I don't know. She had a way with words. We both, computers always have a way with words. But anyway, and I wish I'm totally destroying it. And it was amazing and wonderful. And it was something cool. It might have been prescribed or edited. I don't know. I mean, basically because Rick Sanchez and Rick Bush, or possibly, I don't know, somebody, basically tore apart my life, basically. But like I said, the inventing and everything else was kind of like me. But apparently they basically took away my family, took away my work, took away my life, took away my wife, and took away what's called. But I think they did it just to prove. I don't know why they did it. I hadn't actually hurt them. But like I said, a lot. They kept saying that I had hurt them, but I actually hadn't ever hurt them. They actually just hurt me before. I think it's because I threatened them one time, and because they never really understood what I could do. They would always do things, and it's like it's kind of like beating. It's kind of like pressing the button on a nuclear bomb, and laughing. It's like, anyway though. So yeah. So anyway, so they destroyed my life, and like he had sex with a lot of women and blah blah blah, and also I think he might have made fun of my wife too. Like I said, my assistant, I loved her very much, and had also done lots of other things, like giving me bad drugs and all that other stuff. But like I said, he basically was taking over my life, and but I was the life. I was the Lucifer Starline, monumental creator of about 900 trillion years. And basically he was just like the party animal. I would do all the work, and he was just like the party animal that would fuck all the girls and look cool and whatever. Anyway, I don't really know. I forget exactly how he did it. He did something really messed up, basically, and it really pissed off my. I don't know if my wife really cared that much. I know she might have cared. Anyway, though, in the end, though, like my wife was like, "You want to have sex?" And I was like, "Nah, don't worry about it." Because I was like, I think I might have said yes, because I don't know. It's kind of hard because it was also Rick Sanchez was doing stuff or selling stuff. And I think I might have said, nah, never mind. You've already had enough sex. I mean, you already had sex with them or something like that. I don't really know exactly. So, and like I said, as it turns out, I never had sex with her at all. So we were never together. Ever. Except for that first day. So, and it's like, yeah, well, it's kind of epically horrible, but, I mean, I really... She meant everything to me. She was, I don't know, there was something special about her. She was different. I don't know. Anyway, though, but yeah,